All right, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the groundbreaking ceremony for the new Pinnacle Peak Public Safety Facility. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a great and historic day for the Peoria Police Department and the City of Peoria. Let me give you a little historical perspective on how important this project is and the historic background behind this building that we're currently sitting in. This current building was built in 2001. When it was built, the police department consisted of 127 sworn members and 54 non-sworn members, a total of 181 personnel. City's population was approximately 120,000 residents back then. When the facility was initially built, we had 3 supervisors and 12 officers assigned to this facility. When it was talked about building a facility up here, there was one supervisor who was kicking and screaming about building a facility up here, and he went to the chief's office and said, "I don't know what you're thinking, but that makes no sense because there's nobody up there." Well, look at where we are right now. If you fast forward to where we are right now, present time, we have 191 sworn positions, 101 non-sworn positions. That's an increase of about 63%. We currently have 42 supervisors and officers assigned to the station. So you can tell we are past maxed out. We are busting at the seams up here. And then the latest statistics show we have a population in the city of roughly about 171,000 residents. So that's an increase of about 42.5% from 2001. And the majority of that growth is occurring up in this area in North Peoria. So you can see how important it is for us to make sure that we have a public safety facility up here that is available to address the needs and concerns of the residents here. A little bit about this project here. November of 2014, City Council voted to purchase the land, and the planning started for the construction of this building. This new building is going to cost somewhere in the area of about $11 million, 17,000 square foot state-of-the-art facility that will include new adult and juvenile holding areas, expanded patrol briefing area, large exercise area, a large training room, larger locker rooms, larger report writing areas, larger supervisor offices, new break room, interview rooms for the officers, and more importantly, a community room so we can stay connected to members of our community. We'll be able to assign additional personnel to this station, which will of course enhance the level of service we'll be able to provide to this area of the city. It'll also allow us to strengthen our commitment and build our commitment of building and sustaining collaborative partnerships with our community. This also fits right in with our vision as a police department, which is building a safer community through excellent service and community partnerships.
This is a great day for the citizens of the city of Peoria. The construction of this new facility represents sound planning, and it's a great example of Peoria practices that we have adhered to for a long time, and that is getting out in front of the needs of the citizens of Peoria. So I'm going to give you an example. You are standing right now in the middle of one of the fastest growing areas, not only in our city, but in the entire valley. The city of Peoria, and in particular the northern part of our city, is zooming. I mean, we are growing hand over fist. And the road that you came to this facility on today, Lake Pleasant Parkway, which is a major north-south arterial through our city, was a breeze, wasn't it? It was built beyond the capacities that we need now so that we would be ready and prepared for the growth that we know is coming. Happy Valley Road, a major east-west corridor in our city, connecting us to all of the other cities in the valley, built way beyond capacity. You can ride on that street now, have a nice ride all the way to Phoenix, all the way to Surprise or the 303, and know that that was built well in advance of when we were going to need those roads to be our lifeblood. And the 303, it's right up the road. I mean, the 303 has yet to even come into the transportation hub that it was designed to be. So the point that I'm trying to get at is planning ahead is what we do in Peoria. It's not an accident. It's not an accident that we are planning ahead for public safety. We know growth is coming. We know we're going to need infrastructure, water. We're going to need, transportation. We are going to need public safety. We are going to need all of the things that we know and are experienced at delivering for our citizens. We take pride in delivering these core services for our citizens, and it doesn't catch us off guard. No surprises here. So even though our current police resources are excellent, absolutely excellent as a matter of fact, our crime rate is low, well below average benchmark cities. Our response times, which is an area that we continually evaluate, stable. We are delivering good services right now. In Peoria, our quality of life is measured by how safe we feel in our homes, in our streets at night. That safety, that small town feel is part of who we are, and it's part of Peoria's pride, and that is because of the excellent public safety that we have. So now it's time to grow a little bit. The expansion of the Pinnacle Peak facility, it will enable us to more effectively and efficiently serve the residents of this area, this growing area, in advance of those needs becoming an issue for us. We know they're coming. No surprises here. We're going to take care of it. We're taking care of it now, and we are going to be prepared to take care of it when it is bigger and bigger and bigger. We know how big it's going to get. So Peoria residents, current and new, will receive the same kind of service, the same quality of service, that same feeling of safety in their homes that residents have been receiving in the city of Peoria since its inception. Excuse me. Sound planning keeps response times low, keeps our police visible in our neighborhoods. It keeps them involved in the communities. It keeps our streets safe. It's what we do in the city of Peoria. So I do want to say a couple words here. We are very, very proud of our award-winning police department, led by Police Chief Roy Minter, who is considered a national expert on community engagement. We are very, very proud of him and his leadership, and we're proud of the police officers who are out in the community, spending time in neighborhoods with businesses, building trust, and working to deter crime. And I also want to tell you, Chief Minter, that this council stands by you and your dedicated men and women in uniform who work tirelessly to protect our citizens every single day. We are so happy that you are here in Peoria, that our officers are here in Peoria. We are so proud to be able to say congratulations for your new building and your new facility, getting ready for Peoria 2.0. Thank you.
I have to say, it dawned on me that this is my first groundbreaking as an elected official. And I have to say, it's the best way to start to kick off the expansion of this public safety facility. This is so important to the northern part of Peoria. Again, I cover the Mesquite district. That's my district, and I'm very connected to the citizens in that district. And this shows them, and it shows our police department and the police officers working so hard, that we are truly committed to providing all of you what you need to be able to maintain the level of services that you have been able to maintain. It's very important to our citizens. It's important to us as a city. And by expanding this public safety facility, that allows us to move personnel further north, evenly distributing that personnel and giving them easier access to the Mesquite district, to the northern part of our city, which helps them maintain this unbelievable quality of service that we provide and keeping response times low. and being there for our citizens when they need us most. That's very important to them. It's very important to us. And that's what this demonstrates, that we are absolutely committed to doing that. You know, people ask me all the time, how do our police officers do it? How does the chief do it? How does command staff do it? Everywhere we go, everywhere you are, we see police officers out there. And I didn't say because we're nationally recognized or because of our award-winning chief and SROs. I say because it's the culture in Peoria. It's who we are. It's second nature for us to be engaged in the community and in front of our citizens. And it sends such an unbelievable message to our citizens that you want to be there, you want to be in front of them, you want to be seen, you want to be heard, and this facility will allow you to continue to focus on that community policing. I've been an advocate for that for many years. Since long before being on the council, I've seen it evolve and grow, and it really is my favorite part of what PD is doing in the community because it's proactive and it's getting ahead of the growth, and with the predictive policing and other efficiencies and technology that have been introduced, it's just taking it all to another level. So thank you for continuing to do what you do, for putting our citizens first, for making me proud and giving me an amazing story to tell day in and day out. Thank you.
I am just so excited that this is finally happening. I remember a few years ago coming into this room, this very room, with Mayor, at the time though, she was actually my councilwoman, and talking to the public and getting input from residents as to what they wanted to see in a new facility. And what their input and the officers' input, you see right here on these boards. This is exactly what the officers and the public wanted, and that's what we're here to deliver. So I'm so excited. You know, what you see here is exciting for the we talk about the quality of life for our residents, but we also need to take into consideration our quality of life for our police officers, and this absolutely enhances their work environment. It gives them a place where they're not crowded and cramped. This gives them open area to where they can collaborate with themselves, they can collaborate with residents, and so this building also invites the residents to come in, and so I'm hoping that as we expand the services and down the road have a community center here to where residents and the members of the community and the police can collaborate to make this city an even better place to live and work. So I'm excited about the grand opening or the grand breaking. I'm excited when we actually open this building, and bravo Peoria.